Good morning, guys. How are you all? So, this is the part 3 for the topic that is all about the preamble. So, in the previous parts, we have discussed many points regarding the preamble. Let us see what are the different points that we have discussed about the preamble. But before that, let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Sashi Prabha. I did my PhD from Andhra University. Chalo then. So these are the topics that we have discussed in the part 1 and the part 2 video of the preamble. So we have discussed what is preamble, what is the history of preamble, what is the importance of preamble, who designated or designed and calligraphic work was done by whom. All these points we have discussed in the part 1 video, and in the part 2 video we have discussed about the terminology that is mentioned in the preamble, like sovereignty. What do you mean by sovereignty, what do you mean by commonwealth nations, etc. So as I said before, we will discuss about each and every important point, each and every word that is mentioned in the preamble. A complete story behind the preamble will be represented by me to you guys. And this preamble topic is not only important for the prelims point of view, but also for the mains also. Once there was a question in the mains asking you guys to write about the preamble, write the preamble. So in that case you have to write what is preamble, you have to mention the whole preamble, each and every word, importance of each and every word will be discussed. You have to discuss that. Okay, so such is the importance of the preamble. And by knowing the terminology in the preamble, you will be able to understand many of the fundamental or basic points in the constitution, like what is sovereignty. So we study about the constitution, but many times we neglect what is sovereignty. We don't know what is socialist, what is secularism. Of course, secularism many of us know. So every word, all such words will be discussed in this, right? So moving on, so this is our preamble. So I told you before only, so we will compare with the old preamble and that of the new preamble. According to the old preamble, we are having sovereign word, but the rest of the words like socialist, secular, these words were not present in the old preamble. But these words were added during the 42nd amendment to our preamble. Okay, socialist. The next word that we are going to discuss is the socialist. So sovereign we have completed. Next is the socialist. And this socialist word was added during the 42nd amendment in our constitution. Let us go into the details. What do you mean by this socialist? Okay, right. So what do you mean by socialist? Before that, let us know when this socialist was added. As I said before, the socialist term was added during the 42nd amendment in 1976. Before adding this word to the preamble, we have followed the principles of socialism. Of course, the word socialism is not mentioned in the preamble before 1976. It doesn't mean that India is not following socialism. We are following socialism through our directive principles of the state policy. Okay, so then anyhow we are following the principles of socialism through the directive principles of policies. So why don't we add this in our preamble? Why don't we go officially? So that's the reason why we have added this word socialism in 1976 in the 42nd amendment. Okay. And the term socialist means democratic socialism. Right? What do you mean by socialist? Means democratic socialism. Now the next question that raises is, what do you mean by this democratic socialism? What is the meaning of this democratic socialism? So if you see the definition of the democratic socialism in a simple words means wealth is generated by the government socially and shared equally to all the members in the society. I repeat the definition. What is democratic socialism? Wealth is generated by the government socially and is shared equally in the society. Means each and every member in the society will be getting equal distribution. So this is called as distributive justice. This equal distribution of the wealth is called as distributive justice. So I repeat, the democratic socialism means wealth is generated by the government socially and shared equally to all the members in the society, and this process is called as distributive justice. Means here the concept behind this is wealth should not be concentrated in hands of the few people. It has to be distributed equally among the people. Okay, and if not, what happens is, if this doesn't take place, what happens? The rich people will become more and more rich and the poor will be left behind. Poor will be in the same condition. So, to avoid that condition, to make everyone equally, we follow this democratic socialism. Right? So, hope you got what the meaning of democratic socialism. Now, the next question that raises is, what is the role of the government to do this democratic socialism? How the government what the government has to do to follow this democratic socialism? What is the role of the government to do so? Means the government should regulate the ownership of the land and industry to reduce the socio-economic inequality. Should maintain the social equality and economic equality. Who has to do this? Government should maintain the social equality and economic equality in the society. Okay, the government has to maintain all the industries. Then only, if the government maintains the industries, then only through the distributive justice, it can distribute the wealth to every people, each and every people, and make the social equality and economic equality. But here, the question is this possible in India? Do we have social economic equality in India? No, this is not possible in India. This democratic socialism is not possible in India. Okay, why? Why the democratic socialism is not possible in India? What is the reason behind this? This is the biggest question. Why the democratic socialism is not possible in India means this is because we follow the mixed economy. Because of the mixed economy, this equal distribution of wealth among the people is not possible in India. Now the question is, what is this mixed economy? Mixed economy means here both public and private economy. We in India, we have both public economy and the private economy. Means we have both private and the public companies. Okay, so the government is not maintaining everything. Even there are private companies where the rich people will invest their money. As a result, the rich will become much more richer. So what is democratic socialism? The government has to maintain everything. When the government is maintaining, then only the equal distribution will take place. But here in India, we have mixed economy where we have the private companies also. So it is not possible to have a democratic socialism in India. Now the question is, okay, we are first point we are saying is we follow socialism in India. That's the reason why we have added this word socialism in preamble. And now we are saying that it is not possible to maintain the democratic socialism in India. Then what is the nature of socialism in India? What is the definition of socialism in India? Means the definition for socialism in India is socialism was to end the inequality of opportunity. So what is the definition for socialism in India? To end the inequality of opportunity. We provide equal opportunities for every people, each and every people, each and every member. That is the definition of socialism in our India. Okay. Because once upon a time we have believed that all the opportunities are concentrated in the higher sector of people. Okay. There is a vast variation between the higher sector and the lower sector people. Okay, in order to remove this inequality, we are providing equality of opportunities among the people through this socialism. Right. So what is the definition of socialism in India? Socialism here is to end the inequality of opportunity. We want to provide equal opportunities. And here the fact that you have to know here is in 1945, in 44th amendment, we made an attempt to define the socialism actually. Okay, socialism according to the 44th amendment is socialism as a free from all forms of exploitation, that may be the socio-economic and political exploitation. But this amendment was not adopted. I want to repeat this point once again for a clarity. During 42nd amendment, we introduced the term socialism in the preamble. In the 44th amendment, they made an attempt to define socialism. According to that definition, they want to say that socialism in India means social, economic and political. Okay, socialism as free from all forms of exploitation. But this 44th amendment, in that amendment, this was not done. Okay, the attempt was not adopted. Right. So this is all about the term socialism. So the next term, that is the secularism, we will discuss in the next part. Okay, I don't want to provide you the huge amount of information in a single video. I just want to make the concept clear. So I'm taking each and every word. I'm explaining each and every word. And after this preamble, within this 2 or 3 videos or the sessions, we will complete the preamble. Then we will go for the MCQs also. And according to me, doing MCQs is equally important. Right? So, thank you guys. That's all for today's session. Please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon. Okay. So that you will get all the new notifications, whatever is there. Whenever I post my video, you'll get the information. Right. So, see you in the next session with a new term from the preamble. That's all today. Thank you.